Suddenly it's live. Hello there.
General Kenobi.
How bold of you. You're a bold one. That's it. Ah. Bold koi. I always forget that's also a Star Wars line. Well, yeah. Danganronpa. Learning. I am just learning. There we go. Ah, yes. I'm already detective rank 13. Look at that. By continuing ahead, it will not be possible to return here for some time. Right. Have I missed anything, Croncy? Like, I don't think there's any side quests I missed. I haven't missed anything. Alright. Nothing I can't pick up later, at least. Alright. Yeah, I'm sure I've missed some of the memory, the gumshoe gab things.
It's about time.
Crash Bandicoot?
Hey, wait! You said I had 3 hours, huh? My watch says I still got 5 minutes!
You need to get your watch repaired. Oh dear. The watchmaker is currently detained as a suspect. Just throw away that piece of trash then.
Oh, this guy's an asshole then. I'm only missing one so far? Okay, so there is one that I could have found. Dang.
Besides, you're out of time anyway.
After the labyrinth, I'll take a
Take
peek.
him away.
Why are they walking like that?
You mother... I knew you'd save me!
And you are.
I was the one investigating the mailman murders.
Oh, I see. So, you're the one who interfered with our work at the clock tower.
Memory piece I'm missing is in there. That's
I'll honor
basically
your
available, so I
courage for
wouldn't worry.
confessing
Yeah.
and turn a blind eye to that incident. You must drop this case.
I'm sure it's in the
If you
like
do,
main
we
city.
will leave without pursuing any further action. That'd be the ideal solution for all of us. What do you say?
Yuma, think carefully about this. Solving the case is good and all, but think about my well-being. Please?
Dropping the case would end this peacefully, but still.
Please! Get my dad back from them! Please!
I just realized
You may be a
his
trainee,
eyes are a clock.
But you are still a detective. Once you have accepted a job, you must finish it.
I can't back down now. The mailman killings haven't been solved yet. I will find the truth.
Huh?
Oh, you said it now! There's no pulling out of this one anymore.
Then our deal is off. He comes with us. This is for directly interfering with our work and bringing strife to Conai Ward.
But
Please, wait! Before you go! Please listen to what I discovered while investigating the past mailman killings.
You investigated the previous killings. We handle all the information for those cases. Now that they're closed, there's nothing left at the crime scenes. I have no time for your lies.
The peacekeeper report didn't say anything about the cause of death.
Yeah.
All of the victims were strangled to death, weren't they? I suspect this fact hasn't been made public.
How did you know that?
So the cause of death was kept under wraps. And I hope you see now. My investigation is legitimate.
The victims of the serial killings were all strangled, but the cause of death was not publicized. That's important.
Please, let me continue. I will catch the true culprit.
I don't know where you obtained that information. However, it appears that you must be arrested as well. You are suspected of espionage. I believe an interrogation is in order. Take him away.
Don't you love corruption? Oh yeah.
Almost had it! I got too carried away, rookie!
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
Halara Nightmare.
That's right.
Halara! Please help! Halara Nightmare!
This will cost you an extra 100,000 Shien.
It appears you require the aid of a great detective.
Laura, you came for me.
Yeah, as I said I would.
You committed acts of violence against the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers. Not once, but twice.
sorry. I promise to give them a stern lecture after this. Can we please keep things on the down low? Mr. Sad, are you all right?
Who do you think we are? In this town here?
Oh, battery's died.
The resolution is for me right now. all belongs not to you or me, but to you.
Me? I believe I hear?
I've set the stage for you to solve the case. The time has come for you to risk it all as a detective. Expose the true culprit.
Why are you pointing at me?
What's going on?
I don't know why I was brought here. Can I go home?
So that's what you meant about setting the stage. I mean, Halara did suggest the real killer was among the people at the church. And now I have to point them out here?
Hey, Yuma. Are you sure you got this? Are you really sure? There's no room to mess up here, you know?
Well... What do I do? I haven't gathered my thoughts yet. It's not like I can just ask for more time here.
Yeah, I don't think so. Hello seems to know the answer already, so why don't you just pay up for it?
But that would waste all of Halara's efforts setting the stage for me.
Huh. So you want to solve this all on your own? If you can't ask Halara for help, why don't you try asking me instead?
You mean the mystery labyrinth?
Well, yeah.
Peacekeepers aren't just gonna stand by and listen to your deductions here. Things are just gonna escalate, and it might even end up with more deaths.
Oh no.
And that's where yours truly comes in. We have the information we need from the investigation. All that's left is to solve the case with
Imagine this conversation, right?
But if I do that...
There's always a price to pay. When I read the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
Which means the real culprit will die.
Huh? This killer's a total psycho who's already killed many others. Why do you care so much? Do you want to solve this case, Master? What about your promise to that kid?
What's wrong, you know? If you don't hurry, the peacekeepers will wake up.
Why do you just keep looking really concerned to your left?
What is this nonsense about a resolution? I don't have time for this.
I will make you listen by force if needed. That is my job as assistant.
Oh, you better hurry, or things will start getting bloody around here.
Fine.
That's the spirit. Well, Master, are you mentally, physically prepared?
What?
Didn't he say that the first time too? Oh, she can see it too.
Has time stopped?
Halara, how are you moving right now?
Yuma, what happened? Is this someone's forte?
Shinigami, Halara's in here too.
Lara's just like, who the fuck is that?
You knew this would happen?
Master, you used your coalescence, remember?
Oh.
Your ability isn't like some one-way street. You have the power to borrow someone's abilities, and you share yours as well. Laura here ended up wandering into the Mystery Labyrinth because of that effect, I think.
You're not even sure? Who?
Well, the what was Halara?
This'll take too long to explain, plus I don't feel like it. So I'll make that roll over the Master!
Okay. They. Yes, save. So I could have gone through the cutscene and stopped there. Oh well. Live and learn. Right. Wasn't too bad, but it was still a little bit lengthy.
Where am I?
Forgot it prompts you. Yeah.
What should I do? I'll need to explain everything, won't I?
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Halara? Let me explain.
I love when they do this.
And that's how this mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves, and the truth is encased deep within. I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability comes close to this. Who are you? I refuse to think you're just a trainee detective.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Before you continue, tell me, who is that woman beside you?
Her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the Mystery Labyrinth.
That's me! I'm also Master Skeleton Mentor.
On to my next question.
Why does she keep calling you Master?
Just gonna ignore me?
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Wait,
Huh?
what?
What are you talking about? We were just investigating the Nailman case together.
The Nailman. We were pursuing that case together?
Yes.
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective and you turned him down.
I do remember you received a request from a child about some case, and you ended up seeking my help. The cost for hiring me was $5,500,000.
Okay, you remember that.
You remember the exact amount.
But I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall investigating something. My mind is clouded. I don't remember exactly what was being investigated or what was discovered.
Could that be?
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth, so outsiders usually can't reach it.
I just want to point out how funny it is that Yuma literally goes, "This is Death God. She's the guide for this labyrinth." And Laura just doesn't comment on the Death God part. Right?
If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected.
Okay, and that's so Halara's here, but
Can't be shared.
Halara also will not
This is the Mystery Labyrinth's defense.
be like, oh hey, I know the answer already.
It makes
So
sense for a vault that protects its treasure, the truth, to have a significant level of security.
Yep, totally not strange at all. Halara here sure is smart.
Halara.
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away, I will provide a supporting role for your investigation.
Supporting role?
As long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well, that's the same as our original agreement.
That means we can't rely on Halara's detective skills to blast through this dungeon. That's unfortunate, but it's still nice to have an ally.
Hey, Master, before we head into the Mystery Labyrinth, let's do that thing.
Huh? What thing?
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yeah, I am.
Well, this world is just full of surprises. I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the Mystery Labyrinth.
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
I better materialize the solution keys I got during the investigation, too. That was a lot. Here you go.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
Sorry, please, don't mind her.
Alright, we're all set. Now, let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
I understand that progressing through this Mystery Labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth. But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
Oh, what?
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind. Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery labyrinth, and you vanish entirely.
what? Why does the auto turn off at
Afterwards,
random?
you die.
Oh, thank you.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago!
I forgot I could walk during these.
Now relax, quit lying. A detective is bound to die anyway. Isn't that right, Halara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Halara.
Like, where is Halara? Oh.
What's this?
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes.
Okay.
I assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
Oh, I see.
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
Mm-hmm.
First off,
Aren't you going to check the scene at the clock tower first? Let's go once you're ready.
Let's solve this thing!
The clock tower crime scene is the 4th lock room. Let's solve. I don't know what it said because it went to.
Are you going to the 4th locked room?
Yes. No.
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers, did you?
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost died. Looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
the 4th locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
You.
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the mailman killings.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Which means that's the corpse.
Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you, Laura.
There were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls.
Yeah, and there's a
It
string.
looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well. I see. So the shutters were locked too.
This is the 3rd floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
That I solved like immediately.
If this is a locked room, aren't we stuck in here too?
No, you can unlock the door from the inside.
Oh, no! Master! We're trapped unless you solve this mystery! Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
Hey! Huh?
Where did the culprit flee from?
I see. So that's how to make the questions appear.
I'm
Or did you solve it
surprised you're so
immediately? I
calm
did.
After seeing that,
This was the easiest one. This was the easiest one because I said that it was a string through the shutter with wrapped around the dolls going around and over to the door. What?
given how it was locked from the inside, I doubt the culprit escaped through the door.
But
That's it. They cannot escape through the door.
yeah, but yes, they did. Okay, fine. Then they escaped through the shutter.
Here,
Even though it's the 3rd fucking floor.
it has to be here. The culprits must have escaped through the window.
No.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed. It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
Which means The window was open not too long ago.
It's likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
Yeah, they just climbed down 3 floors. Sure. For me, this was the most difficult one to figure out. Well, difficult is subjective. I missed a small detail.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down. And once down, it locks all on its own. In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically locked.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way.
Okay, fine. Jump out the third
Let's
fucking
try it.
story.
The mailman killings have already been solved.
Is he that peacekeeper?
It's a mystery phantom! The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to stop us!
You think the culprit really escaped from here? This high up?
No, I don't.
If you fall, you die. Why don't you give it a try?
Help!
Well, bye. Okay.
Hey, don't drag me down with you.
We can't leave the guests behind, Hallara! It would be downright unmannerly!
Venom, please stop rubbing against the microphone. Yes, hi, hello. Yes, I love you.
So simple!
Then with the continuous attacks, press the correct button when you think you have the correct answer to the questions the Mystery Phantom throws at you. Okay, how do I... Attacks are going to keep coming, but be careful. You take damage if you avoid all assailing assaults. How do I pick an answer? Is it just, it gives me an answer and I have to pick the right question? Oh my god, Venom. Venom, holy shit. Doesn't explain it well. Basically gives you 3 options, one at a time. You have to press Y whenever the right one is on screen. Okay. Alright, can I please play my game now? Thank you. Venom, do not knock over the
The
microphone.
mystery labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So solving it will get us out of this, right?
I think so!
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
A tool?
You should have found something during the investigation. I was helping you, after all.
If you don't press Y at all, you take
seen
damage.
the answer
Yes.
with your own eyes. Try to remember.
Master! Concentrate!
What did the culprit use to escape? No. I still think it's the fucking door! Venom, please. Alright, fine, then it was the rope. How do you get the rope back out of the shutter, though?
Must be it!
That's it! We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church.
Oh my god. Maybe if you're giving a tutorial, don't make the correct answer the first one either. But also, how did he get the rope back through the fucking window? I see that this week's technical difficulty is Venom. Yeah, he's just crawling all over. He wants loving. Even though he had plenty of time to get loving earlier. He's feeling a little light when I picked him up. Hope he's eating okay. I know. Yeah. Like, hey, here's a new thing. The correct answer is the first one. You get 3 seconds. Oops.
The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
What traces did using the rope leave behind? Apparently the stripe on the... Nope. No. Yes. That's really fast paced.
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it.
Okay, how did he untie it?
The culprit must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails had been hammered in below the window.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window. Unless you've had special training for it. There's no way an amateur could manage it.
Oh shit.
That can't be how things went down.
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
A special rope.
What's that? I can't hear you!
Oh. No.
Don't worry.
That
I'm
one.
right here with you. In spirit, anyway.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I get it wrong? Yeah, it's obviously half of a rope ladder.
Ow! We're alive, I think.
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. You saved me, Halara.
Correct. It's all thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all
So
day?
confused on this minigame for so long because the first answer is correct.
Right.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It certainly would help you escape.
And then what? He just like whipped it to get it to unhook?
The details of the case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together. And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
No. I fucking disagree, Yuma. I entirely disagree.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
Yeah.
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom, it would have been one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
No. No. Couple problems with that. No, I don't agree with this solution. First of all, doing that, it would have ended up getting snagged on the nails as soon as you started trying to pull from one end. The knots in the rope would have ended up getting snagged. But the bigger issue is, as I'm climbing down, I'm cutting the ropes in half. Okay, that's a good way for you to fucking fall 2.5 stories. That rope would have no integrity left. You would fall to your death.
The
window shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Why was the shutters left
That's a
up?
stellar deduction. Major props.
Hi, whoever you are, you're definitely not a Sora.
For training you.
No, I still know.
The culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it?
No, I still disagree. And then why would the shutter not, like, the shutter is hanging up. Something is keeping it propped up. If he was climbing down the ladder and cutting the rope one rung at a time, it would have shut on the ladder. And he wouldn't have been able to pull it out.
That doesn't change our verdict at all. The watchmaker is the culprit.
The shutter was left up because you couldn't get the rope out otherwise, but they didn't think far enough ahead to come up with a way to make it fall. Welcome to RAINCODE, where cases are thought through like 90%. Yeah.
Master, Boom killed a mystery phantom blocking your path.
Yeah.
Battle time. I don't remember how any of these minigames work.
These deductions.
I don't remember the controls. And it's just dropping me in. Okay. Slash noise, rebuttal, switch the keys, fast forward. Okay.
Zara?
Okay. I've got the fear of heights and the door key. Okay. So it's definitely the fear of heights.
Necessary.
I didn't.
It's clear who the culprit is.
The
watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Okay.
The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails.
How do I jump?
In other words, he committed the crime.
No.
After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope ladder.
This one.
This is the truth. The watchmaker is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows.
Jump
as
is
he
left
went
stick
up the
upwards, thank you.
tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man. Damn you!
I love how he has an entire tree on his head.
You said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right? Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. All the more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
By the way, Yuma.
Oh,
about your
says
sword.
someone who's
Does
definitely
it
not
only
Sora.
work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Hellara. So, nope. You can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
I do. Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
Wait, you tooting your own horn? Hey! A treasure chest! Can I open it? Check it out! A new solution key!
Only clergy members have access to the incinerator. Right. Thought we already knew that.
We're back to the original spot.
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit.
Why is 2 covered in paint?
Which
Shouldn't 3 be covered in
supposedly
paint?
leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the mystery labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
We already did know that.
If you're so
It just wasn't
impressed,
key.
why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
Okay.
Let's see.
What I'm most confident with. This was the club, this was the mansion, and this was the art gallery. Literally in that order is how I'm confident.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Are you going to the first locked room?
Yes.
Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again? If the mystery isn't solved, then I will escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room with these two. Sounds quite fun, actually.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. You might.
Thank you,
Hurry up
Halara.
and take care of this.
Yeah, okay.
Where did the culprit flee from?
This is where I used Halara's forte with my coalescence for the first time.
Okay, so is that going to be the question every time?
Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different. Those are most suspicious.
Makes sense for a locked room mystery.
Here. I know. What about the vent?
Why she behead you? Because that's the only way to spill our blood enough to splatter the questions out.
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Because she's sadistic.
When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the four corners of
What
the
sick
vent cover
power
were
is that?
removed.
She is the god of death.
Which
So.
means the culprit must have escaped from there.
No one could fit through that. Ignore how I got in.
How ludicrous.
How did you
You're
fit
saying
that
the
tree through
culprit
there?
escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Master, poking full of holes until he's a mischief golf course. What does that mean?
All right. What do we got? The door key and the nails beneath the vent.
How ludicrous. They used the vent.
Yes.
That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is.
Yeah.
Isn't it pretty high up?
It is.
There's no way you could get there.
Wrong.
Even if the cover was removed.
Thank you.
There's no foothold to use to reach it.
Oh yeah? Oh, I forgot that I've got Halara to help me. I should probably, like, see what her assist does.
Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall.
Oh, yeah, it's
footing
big
to
brain
reach
time.
The vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
It's big brain time. Each of these 4 locked rooms has at least one point that wasn't thought through. The vent's that point in this one. Let me cut through those words. Exactly.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah, without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
No, that's
You'll
wrong.
never be
Ding dong,
considered
you're
a
wrong.
full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway, let's head out. We'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Alright, let's hurry.
Oh, right. Because we were looking through the painting. I'm like, there's another Yuma?
Such a bizarre place. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't
Objection!
think that exists.
Hold it!
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kinda.
There is?
If you die.
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from.
Okay.
Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And
$50.
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway. So, never mind.
Hold it.
Just
Objection.
concentrate on solving the mystery.
Other way around. Sorry.
Got it.
I read them backwards. Give me that new key.
There it is. Another
I like how
treasure.
it looks like a church.
So, who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll?
So Halara.
Oh, that's me. All right, another solution key.
What we got this time? Only someone with a slender build could have used the nails as footing or escaped from the vent. Okay.
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone thin.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble.
Hearsay?
And given
Oh.
the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities quite nicely.
Keep it up, Master. This is all thanks to my training.
So it's someone that is a member of the clergy
Let's keep going
and is
solve the
thin.
remaining locked rooms.
That already narrows it way down.
The second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion. The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Are you going to the second locked room?
Yes. Oh, welcome back, Venom.
There are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And
Venom.
the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other nailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we're not leaving.
I'll try.
I'll try. Where'd the culprit flee
The door
from?
was locked when the corpse was found. And the only key was underneath the body. There are no windows that could have been used to escape. And the vent is too small to fit through. So how did the culprit escape from here?
Through the door. Yes, hi, hello, Venom. Venom, Venom, Venom. They escaped through the projector. They escaped through the giant hole in the ceiling. They went through the door. Venom, your fans are here.
To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right? After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Try it. Everything must be verified.
Sure.
After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master?
Throw it through the vent.
Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Hold on, let me think this over.
We should go back inside for now.
Huh?
Nope, now you gotta solve this part of the
Looks
mystery.
like we're locked out.
Shit. Runes.
You better hurry or we'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
Yes, I'll try.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
Throw it through the vent. This is the culprit. What happened to the key? It was thrown in.
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here... It stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse. I see. So this is the vital clue for this locked room.
My
I'm
goodness,
beginning
Venom.
to understand what happened here.
Lara,
String.
have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of
This
course,
is my
I
part
don't
of
work
this
for
locked
cheap.
room.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got
It's tied
under
to
the
a string.
corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in? Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key. But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
Uh-oh.
Aww, always completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
Heard you was talking shit.
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
She doesn't strike me as a Sheen girl.
At least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out.
Move over here.
Ready? You better be.
Come on.
Huh? Ready for what?
Come here.
Play it all out,
Come here. Scoot over here. Jeez. Alright, fine. Just sit right there next to the microphone. You knock it over, though. Oh, great. We're in Danganronpa 2.
Try to solve it lickety-split.
Okay. How does this work?
You can do it, Master!
I've got to spell it. Used a... Okay, string. Is there a way to make her go faster? Yes. Talent. Okay.
That's right!
So what's up with these keys then? What was the point of the keys? The keys didn't do anything. This minigame, I despise this minigame so bad. She looks like Junko. She does. You spell the word by clicking X on the letters. The grab solution key thing is for getting hints.
That's right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
A tiny string could move a whole corpse.
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails
Oh,
in
did you
that
leave your
corpse's
message?
leg
Which one?
pierced through his body and into the floor. Which means the corpse was fixed
And also,
in place.
YouTube, don't delete
So
messages.
How could the corpse be moved?
Oh, true. The corpse was stuck in place. It'd be impossible to move it.
Like, YouTube. It's my channel. I will decide if I want a message deleted. Back off.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Laura, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole
Rollerblade.
time?
Ah. Oh. I should have. I'll have to remember that for the next one.
The door!
The truth is slipping further away!
Of course it is. Because your deduction is wrong. You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
Master, let's take him down first!
Remind me, and I'll do it during the next barrel.
Yeah.
The Shinigami puzzle. Blessings and purple.
Deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place.
It kind of was, but
It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
My time it cost me.
okay.
That's an indisputable fact.
She blocks.
Right.
Just like you said when we reviewed the scene through post-cognition, but in order to create a locked room, it would have been necessary to move the body. I guess there might be some evidence behind something being moved. Okay.
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The
Yes.
corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Wrong.
Flash through this mystery!
Ding dong, you're wrong.
No, there was evidence the body was moved. The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower
do they?
body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline. But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips.
Yeah, he was sitting up.
If the corpse was motionless on its back...
Objection!
there wouldn't be such
You're American!
unusual blood stains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
He was actually killed in the southern hemisphere because his blood drained the opposite direction. Actually, objection, dumbass.
Hurry and get through that door.
Unusual
Whoa.
circumstances. It doesn't matter. As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved.
It was only pinned from the leg down.
Can't change the truth.
Haven't you heard, you absolute failure? Did gumfuck not tell you?
Am I just wrong about it all?
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved.
Salary cutting noises.
So all that remains is to answer, how was the pin body moved? That
With the
bizarre
string.
bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
He was sitting up.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned,
I'll shove my entire cravat up your ass because it's fucking wrong.
It's getting further away.
Hey, wait!
I won't let you.
What position was it in before it was moved? It was sitting. It was upper body sitting up.
That's right. The corpse was sitting up at first.
Update autopsy.
That's why
Yep.
only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
Well, why? Well, you little bitch, if you take a look at this updated autopsy report. Someone's on a little bit of a tangent here. What have you started, Sora? What was used to set the body upright? Then string.
The string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy. It was all
that's the
over
end of
the
it.
room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason
I did no
why
such
the
thing.
corpse's
You
neck had
cannot
marks on
feign
it.
ignorance and innocence here. Yeah, that's why I had weird string marks on his neck. I was lying on his back. The string was retrieved, not cut. Because if it was cut, it wouldn't have caused the
culprit
cuts
then
and the
retrieved all
doll
the string
eyes.
that kept the corpse in place from outside the door. And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
This killer has really good aim to be able to get it underneath the body.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
huh? When did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Right.
Recreate the locked room. Ooh.
You gotta think like the culprit, Master.
Okay. Think about how the culprit created the locked room and follow the same steps to complete the room.
Blood places
Inspect items following the sequence of events. Some of the items weren't used in the crime, so be careful.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
5. Corpse.
Maybe you got the order wrong.
What?
Stay calm. Collect your thoughts.
Oh,
First, you need to tie the fishing line down. Find a sturdy spot where it can be easily retrieved later.
ow.
First, a knot was tied through a slit in the vent. After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location.
I'm sorry. I
In
just
terms of
did it
sequence,
backwards.
It'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
Smart ass.
That's it! It passed through a doll's eye.
It's the ultimate darts player, right?
And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
To the corpse.
Right. The line was then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That was...
The neck. Under the neck.
Here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support it. Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place.
But it's already tied to the vent. No. But it was already tied to the vent. You can't explain that away. You can't go, oh yeah, it was tied to the vent, which was a sturdy place that's set in place. And then I had to go through the doll, because it needs to be tied to a place that was sturdy and set in place. Bitch, the fucking vent. You said... Okay, whatever. I mean, obviously it went through. Okay. And then it went back to the vent.
Now, to return the line to the vent. This kept the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next...
Throw the key. Oh, now you go outside.
The culprit exited through the door and locked
Oh yeah, I
it
got
with
this
the key.
in the wrong order because I picked the body first, before the doll, I mean. Ah! It was thrown from the vent. The culprit took it
It
home.
was thrown through the gap in the vent.
It would still need to be a triangle. Why? Why does it have to be a triangle?
If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. Then... the corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key.
Okay, I can
That's how
see...
the culprit created the locked room.
I can see the logic, actually. If it was a triangle, although I looked away at the wrong time to read chat, so I'm not sure if this is what they actually did, but if it was a triangle, you could take the key, stick it on the string, and let go of the key, and it would travel down the string right to his neck. And then you could let it go, and it would drop him on top of the key. If you went straight from the vent to the body, it would not work. But I don't know if that's what they actually did. But the contraption isn't strong enough to hold its weight. True. Oh yeah, for sure. See, that's a sensible way, but no. Also, if you tie it fully around the neck, it would be hassle to pull it back out. Game says, but they threw it. Yeah, no. They didn't throw it. They slid it down the string. That's my theory. That's my solution. But, and it's traceable if you tie it fully around the neck. Yeah, no. It would sort of make sense to tie it to the vent, wrap it around the neck, and then back to the vent. But it would not work as well. It has to be a triangle, like you said, Zora.
Hooray! You did! That's my master!
If it snaps, yeah, that's
The
true.
bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through
It was just the body and back that would drag the upper half
but
towards
the
the
nails
door.
on the lower
No,
half
that's
went all the
true.
way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
Sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it.
Give me my treasure. My treasure.
Looks like we finally made it to the treasure chest. Speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it? Which is me, of course.
What I don't understand is why the body has a mark on the throat area instead of the back of its neck. Because it went to the right behind the neck and then along the side of the neck. But if you're talking about the purple mark, that's where he was strangled. Yeah, it was resting against the string, but there was a rope also that was used to kill him. He was strangled with the rope, and then his body was set up, like hammered in, string wrapped around the neck to hold his body up. Yeah. They should have stabbed. Well, he wouldn't hold still. Fishing line was used.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it.
One of them is going to be like, oh, I love fishing.
Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now. Let's solve the rest.
Right.
Right. I love how the dolls are floating around. Alright. It's time for the one that I'm least confident about. Because I don't know.
The third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Gima district.
Just
Pictures
that
and
which makes
ink
stab easier.
scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed. If you think
Straying
you're up
takes
for
more
it,
time,
then
that's
let's
true.
solve this thing.
Are you going to the third locked room?
Yes. Another moderator just handled this. Yeah, their MO is kind of stupid. They're the nail man. Why are they not killing people with nails?
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through.
Yeah, see, this is the one I don't get. Because then how... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they get
How does
the
culprit
key in here.
vanish from here?
Apparently YouTube thinks that you called their MO stupid. Needs to go through mod approval, right? Well, now that you asked, Freaky Doll, no. Does that need a check? Or do they agree? I guess they agree. See, Koi, this is the part where RAINCODE doesn't think things through. Oh boy. Okay. Where did the culprit flee from? The only place they could have fled from is the door.
Here.
And see, I would think...
the culprit could have only escaped from here.
Oh, well, they went out through the door, locked the door, went around to the back, and then, like, nailed the key to the doll. But you wouldn't be able to get the doll back through the window.
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
No, that can't be right.
It's the only way out.
It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door. I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I learned that thanks to you, Alara.
One of the keys is fully carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting.
So unless the employee used
It
it.
is a locked room mystery! Right? Oh, that's totally it.
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma. Can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't?
This is the only one I haven't solved.
How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
It unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
Alright, let's go see.
Okay. Oh, I control it now. What? I do not like her. Shinigami?
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world?
Or
Why do it
Halara?
again?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey, maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. That way, the key would be found inside.
Can't wait to hear the rant you'll
How
have
about that theory?
about this case when you get told the solution. No, the other. Halara. Halara is they, them. But, yeah, they're very full of themselves.
Is this the storage key?
Which means...
Because of the culprit, what happened to the key?
This one's a freebie! I was right. Just toss it in there, Master.
The culprit threw the key inside?
No.
Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key out from the window?
Keep forgetting. It's all good.
Master, hurry up and throw the key!
No.
Your pudding's crawling away! You're gonna fall!
No. Yeah.
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Correct.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
Then you have to nail the key before. Oh, crap.
You're back. The key vanished.
Interesting entrance, but...
The key is in my hand.
Yuma is the
Master!
nail
You
man.
got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master!
Thanks, I'm gonna need it because I have no idea how the fuck this is supposed to work.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery. First, do something about that doll.
Okay. So the doll was attached to a painting.
Alright, first, take the painting.
I was really hoping this wasn't the solution that I was going to try and give.
Wait, it's too early for that step. The key will be nailed to the painting at the end.
Okay. Nail the doll to the painting.
The culprit nailed the doll onto the painting.
Yeah.
Next,
Right, there were
put
two
the
nails
at
on
a
the doll.
certain location.
Yeah, no. 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 I know what it's going for.
The painting was stood up facing the window. Now the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window. After that... Then the culprit went outside. The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room.
No.
I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
No, you can barely fit a finger through the gap.
But the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
No. No. I know what it's going to say the answer is. And I had thought of that too, until he pointed out that you can barely fit a finger through the gap in the window. Which means, no, you cannot put the nail and the key and a hammer through the fucking window and nail the key to the doll.
Yeah, the culprit took the key and then...
No.
The culprit nailed the key to the painting along with the doll from outside the window.
How? You could worm your arm through? Cool. Could you worm 2 arms through? And a hammer? And a nail? And a key? Don't drop any of them. And manage to have enough leverage to nail... to, like, hammer the nail through the doll? Nope. Nail gun definitely wouldn't fit.
Finally...
Sure. Okay. And then they knocked the painting toward the room.
I pushed the painting into the room. It completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit did
No,
it.
it's not. See, I had thought of that solution at the very beginning. And then I dismissed it when we investigated the window and realized we couldn't fit anything through the window. But oh, all of a sudden you can fit everything through the window. If it had said you can barely fit your, like, I can fit my arm through, but I couldn't fit my body through, then okay, that makes sense. Because then you could fit your arm through with the hammer and you could, you know, knock the nail in. But no.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious.
It's cloth, but the doll isn't.
So
The doll is
to
porcelain.
into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting, which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me?
By logic? Skill issue. I like how we're starting further and further back each time. So I'd like to point out that the painting would fall over in the process of nailing the key in. There's no reason they made the gap so small. Seriously, if they had just made the gap bigger and been like, I wouldn't be able to fit through this. No one will be able to fit through this. But you could get like an arm through. Then okay. That would explain everything away.
Hey, a treasure chest! Who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open it.
How would you decide that?
Like this. I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
It's empty.
What's wrong?
It's empty.
It's a note saying the window's too small.
Why? After all we went through to solve this
Mate, they're a
locked
professional
room.
murder dude. They'll manage.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
That's terrible. I suddenly feel so tired.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.
Did she just say she's anemic? She's the meanest.
That's it for all the locked rooms. We make a pretty good team. Don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here? see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask, who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
How is that Shinigami's secret?
This place is creepy.
Don't be afraid to roll the dice. You must keep pursuing the truth. Emotions must be discarded to reach
Why
a
are the
perfect
freaks
solution
dancing?
through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Wait for me. Guys, help, I'm stuck. I can only walk this fast. Slow down. Wait for me. Wait, slow down. I am not fast. Aha. Now we're gonna have to make the decision.
Is this some dungeon?
What is the meaning of this? Let me out of here!
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
I have nothing to do with the case.
I'm not the culprit! Let me go!
Wow, they're all here!
Should
So
put on
now
your running
let's
shoes.
pick out
Oh
the
crap,
true
I knew I
culprit
forgot
of this
something.
case.
The true culprit.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here. You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit. To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective. Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am
I thought you
not
said
deceiving
wedding
you.
shoes.
With your logic, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
I'll try.
Alright.
My heart's pounding!
Who's the culprit? Figure it out and hit him with a dramatic finger point. Make the right choice and you'll reveal a new truth. Who is the nail man?
I'm not the nail man!
I'm not the culprit!
I'm not the nail man.
How can I be the nail man?
Okay. See, for the longest time I thought it was him.
I'm not the nail man!
How can I be the nail man?
I thought it was him for the longest time. But only the clergy could get to the incinerator, so it can't be him. So he's ruled out. Which leaves one of these three. And they fit through a tiny vent, so it can't be him. So it's one of these two.
I'm not the nail man!
I'm not the culprit!
I'm not the nail man!
Do I have another piece of evidence?
I'm not the nail... I'm not the...
How can
I'm not the culprit!
I know it's a nail man, but
I'm not the nail man!
what if that cast is just for show?
I'm not the culprit!
I'm gonna just...
The culprit is you, Father.
What?
That's an absolutely...
ridiculous thing to say. You're saying the priest, a man of the cloth, is the culprit. That's impossible. How dare
Oh,
you
wait.
speak such nonsense?
Didn't he say that he became a priest like 6 months ago? Which is around the first Nailman killing.
Right! Do not make baseless accusations. The culprit has to be someone else.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
It's not a baseless accusation. You're the only one who could possibly be the culprit.
Master, you're acting like a real detective. Go on and boom kill him.
It could be either.
I'm a man of the cloth. Don't be like this. It's total blasphemy. I'm not the mailman. That's it. The first one just got the body. The mailman is the worshiper.
Nope. It's one of those? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to prove that it's not the worshiper. Okay, so
The mailman is the worshiper.
The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access.
correct.
The worshipper may be a regular churchgoer, but he's no clergy member. So he's no longer a suspect.
Why if they're so smart do they leave everything to you, an amateur? Because they canonically don't remember the evidence, I guess. Right? She's like, yeah, no, totally. You can solve this.
Ridiculous. A member of the church is the culprit?
Not.
I am not the culprit. There are others working for the church.
Correct.
Yes, there's the servant. The servant must be the mailman. The servant was able to commit the crime.
Nope.
Let's through this mystery.
Because the servant's fat.
Climbing up to the underground casino's window with only nails to foot in would require considerable agility. Judging by the size of the window, there's no way someone of his size could have committed the crime.
No! Absolute lies!
Now I'm curious about how they're going to say it wasn't the chick. Oh, I already. Yeah. It's gonna be this. I knew this was gonna come into play. The victims of the serial killings were all strangled, but the cause of death was not publicized. So as soon as he says, I didn't strangle them, we've got him.
She's dead, and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes. It's not like she's afraid of heights.
Nope, she's not.
She used the nails to climb.
She could do that.
And we know she's always saying, I'll kill your ass in the name of God.
That is true. She does say that.
It's clear she's the ruthless soul.
Oh, it's not. Nailman has to be a member of the clergy and thin. That's all. Doesn't nothing else fit the bill. She's not the Nailman, though. I can prove it. Can you? That was not part of the fucking thing in the first place. Key's placement implies that only someone with full use of their arms could have fashioned this room. That was not part of the clue before. Oh, it was the first one. She is the ruthless sort.
The nun must be the culprit. She's thin and also works in the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
No, she wasn't.
In the mansion study's locked room, the culprit tossed the key behind the corpse with perfect aim. With her dominant hand injured,
They canonically
the nun
don't
couldn't
remember.
have done that.
Evidence. They shouldn't act all uppity. Well, it's Halara. She acts uppity. That was part of the clue. You picked that up during the labyrinth, but it's so stupid because we don't know when she got injured. The case happened 3 months ago. Yeah, all she said was just, yeah, I was messing around with the base and I hurt myself. Which also she could have been like, yeah, I totally hurt my arm. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, they shouldn't act all uppity.
It's not the churchgoer, the servants, or the nun. There's only one option left. Father, it's you.
Father!
You are the nailman.
Hey, say something quick. Otherwise, they'll pin me as the culprit.
They could have said that, oh, she couldn't have climbed down the rope ladder without both arms, which would have been valid, but no. She can't throw the key, it is. So what's up with the evil Groot? He is the, lead investigator for this, chapter. He's a higher up in the police force. And this is how his distortion is. Why does he have friggin'
I am a priest.
hair?
In service to God. I am not the nail man.
Ignore the nails all over my body. They're symbolic.
What god would make you this ugly?
So why does he fight you? Because the police are corrupt. The police are owned by the big corporation that owns the town. And so they want to basically hide and cover up any mysteries.
You don't have a single piece of hard evidence.
Hard evidence?
Master, you do! It's easy.
Classic. Yeah.
Based on the facts, the priest must be the culprit. The decisive evidence that proves it is... I don't know.
Classic police. Oh yeah.
What do I do?
What do I do? What do I do?
A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Listen, a detective isn't an arbiter of justice. Unraveling a case is top priority, even with questionable methods.
Whoa. Are you saying to fabricate evidence?
What do you mean? In short, you must get them to confess. Use everything in your arsenal, even if it requires bluffing.
use everything?
Don't hesitate to use anything that might give you an advantage. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Always remember that.
A bluff? In other words, I should just claim I have solid evidence. But what could I use as a bluff?
Enough with your stupid fantasies! Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy! Do you have any proof? Did you find my fingerprints? Did you find my blood? Of course there's no evidence. Because I'm not the culprit.
I did hit the jump button, but
That's true.
because we don't have any hard evidence that proves the priest is the culprit, but just like Halara said, use whatever you have. Bluff if you have to. Even a bluff, huh? If I use that one thing, then maybe. One thing. Oh. Maybe?
Enough with your stupid fantasies! Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy! Do you have any proof? Culprit? Did you find my fingerprints? Did you find my blood? Of course there's no evidence. This is the truth.
You left clear evidence at the clock tower's crime scene. There were footprints left under the window in the mud. When we inspected them, we found out they perfectly match your footprints.
Impossible. I already burned those shoes in the incinerator.
You gave yourself away.
I swear, I only enacted justice in the name of God.
You think bluffing wouldn't work in the labyrinth that knows the truth? Yeah.
Good job, Reno.
But I mean, it's not technically a lie. Because the shoes do match the footprints.
To say that someone had to get their hands dirty. Those slain were the evil incarnate that hung us. That's why the people asked the nailmen to kill them. Evil must be punished. And so, I strangled them, made them suffer. All I did was slay evil.
If someone hates somebody bad enough, they give that name to the Nailman. And this priest went around killing those people as the Nailman.
So are we not doing the
urban
whole
legend offered targets for murder.
castle storming?
A priest is supposed to be the voice of God, but he went around killing people because someone wanted them dead. What is awesome?
What if someone ordered a hit on
terrible.
himself, right?
It's insane to think that he'd kill people for a reason like that.
That could be said about all murders. Insane people kill for insane reasons. Anyway,
I still remember there is
did it,
another minigame that
my
we didn't do.
expectations of you weren't wrong after all.
Is it finally over? Huh, nothing's happening. But last time...
Yeah, the soul of the true culprit who created this mystery labyrinth should appear. And since it didn't, it looks like this isn't over yet.
All right.
Huh? It's not over?
There are still mysteries related to the Nailman killings within this mystery labyrinth.
But we solved all of the locked rooms and discovered the true identity of the Nailman. Was I wrong? But the priest even confessed to it.
Calm down, Yuma. There's no need to panic. If the Nailman's identity is exposed and all mysteries are yet to be solved, then most likely someone else's agenda is involved in this string of killings.
Someone else's agenda?
Who was placing the dolls?
The Nailman didn't work alone.
Before I should go, I tell you that this chapter is the worst in terms of logical inconsistency. It's time for me to go hunt you too.
Yuma,
You're gonna
if you
sleep
consider
too,
yourself to be a
Sorga?
detective,
Alright, I'll finish
you
this
must see the
labyrinth and then
truth
end.
through to the very end. No mystery concludes
I
with a
want to
dead
keep
end.
you guys awake.
There is nothing we detectives cannot solve.
All right.
We have to review these killings from a different
Am I like
perspective.
5 hours from beating the labyrinth or what?
Out of the 4 locked rooms, if any of them were hiding a mysterious secret, it would be the room that's obviously different from the others.
Different?
Master, I get the feeling you want my help. Isn't that right?
About an hour left?
That's
Alright.
what you want, right?
Huh?
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you when you're so helpless like that. Okay, Master, lay it on.
Ah, I gotta remember to throw a thing at her head. Alright. What room is different? Clock tower. Art gallery. Mansion. Which room is different? I think it might be the art gallery. Yeah, because this was the only one where there was another key. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a cute comment down below in the comment section. Yes, please leave me a cute comment in the comment section. I would like to open up the comment section to find cute comments. Hate comment is fine too. Any engagement is engagement, I guess. Because of the victims. I can't. It won't let me. The locked room is different from the others because of the victim's death.
That's right.
I tried. I tried shooting her face. Wait. Like the other victims, there are signs of strangulation, but no wounds from resisting. There are also signs of blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Right. No one else had blunt force trauma. That wound is deep and may point to the real cause of death. Right. This one wasn't.
A new path's opened up. It seems to be a
That's
hidden
why
passage.
it wasn't connected.
If so, then the truth should be
That's
somewhere
why
down
it
there.
didn't have a clue.
Let's go.
Like a solution key.
Yeah.
Because it's not connected. Delete the game. Okay, bye. Slurp well. Thanks for tuning in.
I see. So the cause of death for the victim of the art gallery is the only one that's different.
Right. The victims in the other locked rooms were all strangled to death. All had strangulation marks and scratches, the defensive ones.
But this lady got, like, smacked in the back of the head.
Strangulation marks, but no signs of resistance.
There's also evidence of blunt traumas to the head, which can be considered the fatal blow.
The marks could have been made after the victim died, so as to appear as if strangulation was the cause of death. The real cause of death is blunt force trauma.
So I wonder if that means if I don't move and let them go through all their dialogue, and then I start walking, will it not have the super long hallway?
Here's another obstacle, but it's likely to be an insignificant one. Yuma, let's solve this mystery and move on.
Right.
What was the cause of death? Why was the cause of death made to look like strangulation? It was the work of a copycat. Yeah, it wasn't actually the nail man.
The strangulation was faked to imply this crime had the same perpetrator as the other 3 incidents. By making the crime scene as similar as possible, it appeared like the mailman was responsible for an unrelated murder. Which means this was a copycat crime.
I agree.
I remember my running shoes.
Among the string of mailman killings, there could be some that were done by copycat criminals.
That has to be why the mystery labyrinth still remains, even after discovering the mailman's identity. So who is the copycat criminal?
Indeed, we need to uncover this imposter's identity.
All right.
This is the worshipper. Oh, what?
You're accusing me of being the copycat criminal? What the hell? I'll kill your ass!
No, it's not me.
I told you already. I have nothing to do with this.
Yeah, it's him.
I told you already. I have nothing to do with this.
Because only someone who knew would know that there's supposed to be strangulation marks. And since it wasn't released to the public, they don't know that the victims were strangled.
I told
But the
you
dude who
already.
found all the
I
bodies
have nothing to
would.
do with this.
You are the copycat criminal.
Huh? Me? What are you talking about? I told you all about the Nailman, and even cooperated with your investigation. And now you think I'm a murderer? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh!
This is crazy. Your investigation isn't worth shit. I'll crush you to dust! You filth!
He went straight into super mega mode.
Why accuse me of being the culprit?
Not that one.
I was just first on the scene.
This.
Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah?
No.
Even if there was a copycat criminal, why is it me? The servant could be the copycat. The nut could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it!
Like the other victims, there's some strangulation, no wounds from resisting, signs of blunt force trauma. Information was obtained by the church worshiper who knew about the past Nailman murders. It's either this or this. So it depends on if it's the fact that he shouldn't know that it needs to be strangled, or the fact that he's the only one that knows all the Nailman murders. The Nailman incident was the talk of the town, so couldn't anyone be the copycat killer? So in order to copy the crime, you'd need to know the details of the case. Were those details widely known? Let's check the solution keys. Okay.
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene.
It's the anyone
I'm a
could be.
copycat criminal. It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time.
Even if there was a copycat criminal, why is it me? The servant could be the copycat.
Ow.
The nut could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it. I'll splash through this mystery.
The cause of death in the art gallery was blunt force trauma, faked as a strangling to resemble the Nailman's MO. But the murders all being strangulations wasn't made public right away. The only ones who knew that were those who actually set foot on the crime scenes. That includes the Nailman himself, the peacekeepers, and the first eyewitnesses on the scene. Which means you! You could have committed the murder in the art gallery.
Okay, bye.
Master, after him! Beat some sense into that sensitive, nonsensical phantom!
The what?
Is it time to storm the castle?
For the first on the scene to also be the culprit is rather cliche.
He was always suspicious, but because the real man was someone else, I didn't connect the dots. He was fascinated by the Nailman, and by studying him, he eventually knew more about him than anyone else. Ultimately, he became the Nailman.
It's ironic that he exposed his own crime by knowing too much about the other ones.
Master, the truth is right there! My radar is banging like crazy!
Banging?
Ah, here's the castle.
Go away! I won't let you! You have the truth!
Looks like we've arrived at the final stage.
If we make him submit, we'll completely solve the mystery labyrinth. Master, don't let your guard down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time for the fetish section. Nom. Okay, I don't remember how to do this part either. God Shinigami. Death God God.
Let's do this, Master.
You'll never destroy this fort!
Okay.
Damn you!
It's tackle.
Stop it!
Jump.
Shut up!
Kick.
Damn this!
Kick.
Stop
Kick.
with your lies! Everything
Tackle.
was done by the Nailman! I'm not the
Tackle.
culprit! How dare you accuse me when you have no proof? You didn't even check the crime scenes back then!
You didn't even check the crime scenes back then. We have Hilarious Forte.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on! Thanks to Hilarious Forte, we were able to see what each crime scene looked like at that time.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered.
Which means, since he was the first witness, we saw what he saw every time.
We used post-cognition to gather all the evidence.
Jump. Jump. Tackle. 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 Kick. Kick. Jump.
What I saw as the first person on scene.
That is correct.
No clue will help lead you to the culprit.
I love how she runs and her head's just perfectly still.
You're never gonna find the culprit. What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered.
What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered. Yeah. Which means that only you would know. Only the people who went to the crime scene know this fact. The culprit, peacekeepers, and first discoverers of the victims.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
No. Are you sure what you saw was the moment that this person found the body? Considering the post-cognition, I shouldn't have been able to see the marking there. Oh! Okay. We wouldn't have been able to see the markings unless he was the killer. Evidence found relates to the murder in the art gallery storage room. At the time the body was discovered, someone from the church tried to enter and knocked over a paint can. The art gallery employee claims he was the one who unlocked the door. He was too afraid to open it. Instead, he watched from behind as the person from the church opened the door. When they opened the door, he stopped to the side of the victim. That was when the paint can was knocked over. The person from the church who the art gallery staff member is referring to is likely the worshipper.
Halara's post-cognition showed us that the paint can at the gallery storage entrance had been knocked over. And according to the art gallery staff member's testimony, that was your doing. You went into the crime scene first, and the art gallery employee behind you noticed you knocking over the paint can.
Yeah.
But Halara's post-cognition only shows the scene when the corpse is first discovered.
Right. And so if you went in, we wouldn't have seen the paint can if you had discovered the corpse.
So if you were the first person to find the body, the scene before the paint can fell over would have been recreated. But it wasn't. The paint can had already been knocked over when the corpse was discovered.
Oh.
That means the first person to find the corpse was the art gallery staff member, not you. The reason you didn't count as the first person to find it is because you're the culprit. This is the truth of the case.
Gets and show. Deduction denouement. Kanai Ward Urban Legend, Mysterious Nailman. Instance caused by the Nailman. Nailman nails down the corpses. The victim of the first incident. Culprit completes the crime at the secret club. The key was in the glass. Looks upwards. Where did the culprit leave the room from? Culprit escaped through the vent. Climbs up to the vent. What did the culprit use to climb the wall? I don't know if I know that yet. I don't. Oh, I do. Climb the wall. Culprit exits through the vent. Secret club became a locked room. The victim of the second incident. Begin creating the locked room's trick. What did the culprit tie to the vent? Do I have this? Yes. Moves to the wall. Culprit creates the trick. What did the culprit pass the line through? I do not have the... Oh, I do have the eyeless doll. Where did the culprit pass the line through last? Back of the corpse's neck. Yeah. Triangular formation of the line is completed. Leaves the room, taking the chair. Locks the door to the room. Key is thrown through the vent. I gotta say, when I saw this, I thought it was him tying the key to the fishing line. I'm like, okay, so they did something. The key lands near the corpse, retrieves the line, the body's upper body, the corpse's upper body falls over. Mansion study becomes locked room. Third incident occurred at the art gallery storage. Culprit nails the doll to the painting. Painting is moved. Painting with the doll is placed facing the window. Locks the room and exits. Moves to the rear entrance of the art gallery. Painting is propped up against the window. Doll is nailed down from outside. Yeah, sure. Look, he can barely fit his fingers through there. Painting is knocked over. Art gallery storage becomes locked room. What was nailed to the doll? The key. And then the clock tower. Murdered woman. Culprit prepares the rope ladder. Opens the shutter. By the culprit used to escape. Rope ladder. Oh look! The shutter is pretty much closed on the rope. How did it get the rope through? Culprit climbs down the rope ladder and is cut with a knife in sequence. No. Continues to smoothly descend. Pulls the rope ladder. Now just a rope. The shutters were open enough for the rope. No, they weren't, because there were knots. Shutters close under their own weight. Culprit leaves the clock tower. What did the culprit use to destroy evidence? The incinerator. Culprit stares at the burning incinerator. The rope ladder and other evidence burned by the culprit. Oh shit. Shredded any of the nailman. Cause of death was the first incident was strangulation. 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 No. Where's... Okay. Who is the nailman? Priest. Shredded in. Copycat killer. That was the worship. Mystery unraveled. I love how even though he's like, I'm not making Danganronpa anymore, we still have the Danganronpa stuff.
Step right up, step right up! A series of locked-room murders based on an urban legend. Will we discover the true identity of the Nailman? Truth bombs are dusty dropped. Time for the deduction humor.
To solve the mystery of this string of events, we have to know who the Nailman is first. The Nailman is an urban legend of Kanaiwa. You write down the name of someone you want dead, and drive a nail through it and a doll to a tree behind the church. And the Nailman will kill that person for you with a countless number of nails.
A string of murders exactly like that urban legend began half a year ago.
All of the crime scenes featured a corpse and dolls nailed down within a locked room. The first murder happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district.
The victim was none other than the geezer who owned the place, and the cause of death was strangulation. I heard the buy-in to play the bet was pretty steep, and cheating was rampant, so it was obviously a stunning case.
The key to the door was inside of the glass. And the vent that connects outside looked too high for escape to be possible.
The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footholds to climb. The proof? Why, the nails that were bent downward.
The vent was not screwed down at the time of the murder, so it could easily be removed and used as an escape route. The second murder happened 3 months ago. It was at a mansion in the Gima district.
The victim was some real estate agent who lived there, and the cause of death was again strangulation. He made a lot of money through shady real estate deals, so of course someone would be out to get him.
door to the crime scene was the only possible entrance. But the key to that door was underneath the nailed-down victim. After the culprit escaped, some sort of trick was used to get the key back into the room.
Fishing line passed from the vent through the eye socket of the doll and propped up the upper body of the corpse. All that was left was to exit the room, lock it, throw the key in from the vent, and boom! You got yourself a locked room mystery!
The key was tossed under the victim from the vent, and once the fishing line was retrieved, the corpse's upper body fell over, completing the crime scene.
The nails of the upper body didn't pierce through completely, so it wasn't nailed down at all.
The third murder happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage room in Demon District.
The snake's cause of death was blunt force trauma. She was a pretty lady who let her looks get to her head, and she got boom killed.
The key to the storage room was nailed to a painting through a doll. Another trick was used to get the key back inside the room here.
The painting with the doll nailed to it was propped up against the window, and then the culprit left the room. They nailed the key to the painting through the window, knocked it over, and bam! All done!
Those are the truths behind the past 3 cases. Now, there's been another murder at the clock tower in Kanai Ward.
The woman's cause of death was strangulation. Since you told that kid you'd take care of it, we gotta solve this case.
The clock tower crime scene is rather high up on the 3rd floor. The door was locked from the inside, and the window shutters were also locked. There was rainwater under the window, and the nails in 2 of the dolls had rub marks.
In other words, the culprit must have hung a rope ladder from the dolls to escape out the window. With my logic, anything is possible.
Why are they imitating Halara? Anyway, the killer cut their footing on the way down from the window. That way, they could just pull on one side of the rope to retrieve the whole thing.
The shutters come down under their own weight, so they locked once the rope was collected. I'm surprised you noticed the auto-locking feature. You sure love your shutters, Master.
The rope ladder was collected, then burned in the church incinerator, which only clergy had access to.
That's how we know the mailman must be someone from the clergy.
But one question arose from this. The mailman killings share one more characteristic. All the victims were murdered by strangulation. This piece of information wasn't publicized.
The cause of death in the art gallery murder was blunt force trauma. Strangulation marks were added later.
Which means that it was someone mimicking the mailman. I already know the identity of the copycat killer. First, the mailman must be someone thin enough to pass through the vent.
Someone with the skills to build a human precision.
And a clergy member with access to the incinerator.
The priest! You're the nailman!
You already burned the rope.
And the copycat is someone who knows that all of the
He's like, oh shit. Oh crap, I hear them. Oh god, they're coming for me.
First witness in each case, the person capable of replicating the mailman's crimes is...
The worshiper! You're the copycat criminal!
All this proved to me is that I'd be better at murdering someone in a locked room. Because my solution makes way more sense.
This is the truth of the case.
Congratulations, Yuma. You just killed 2 people.
What's that?
It's the truth. The soul of the true culprit who built this mystery labyrinth.
I see.
I like
It
that it's
looks
like, hey, no, there's 2.
But there's an ominous air around it.
Thank you, Halara. I was only able to make it this far thanks to you.
I only kept my part of the deal. You made the right choice hiring me. But I will say one thing. You've taken another step toward being a detective. That much is certain. I, Halara Nightmare, acknowledge you.
Really, Halara? You do?
Oh, dang.
Alright, all eyes on Shinigami.
What's about to happen?
Oh, isn't it obvious? It's the moment we've all been waiting for! Time to move on the bad guy! Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The primeless soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case! To all deplorables! Through into the final mystery labyrinth!
Are you alright?
What's going on? What happened to those 2?
There's no pulse. They're dead.
Dead? What?
What is this?
I sure worked hard today. Feels so good to boom kill the murderer.
The mystery labyrinth crumbles when you reap the soul of the true culprit. Then, the cause of the mystery labyrinth's creation pays the price by vanishing with it. I knew this would happen, but it still hurts to see someone die before my eyes.
They were
It's
murderers.
like I killed them myself. No, I did kill them. I killed them with the ruthless blade of the truth.
There. Humans boom kill cows and pigs all the time and eat them. You don't feel bad about that, right? These are the souls of deranged murderers. At least you didn't eat them. If you look at it that way, there's nothing to feel bad about at all.
It's not so simple when it comes to people dying.
Did you people do this? Did you kill them with some kind of poison?
Hey, hold on! I have no idea what's going on here. Too much is happening all at once.
We shall talk at headquarters. Follow
just me, or are things more complicated now than before entering the Mystery Labyrinth?
Oh, you want help? Are you going to rely on me again? Oh, fine. I can't say no when you ask for help.
Everyone! Ah! He took a line! Sorry about that! You see, actually, these are my final words, so I can't lie. I'm the mailman. The worshiper laying there is just a copycat criminal. Search the church for the tools used in each crime. I'm sure you'll find plenty of evidence. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check it out. Thanks!
I didn't know you could do that. But that was a super lazy
Right.
confession. Will it work?
Furio's gonna be like, holy shit, he admitted it.
We even have witnesses, so this case is closed.
The priest mumbled something, but I couldn't quite hear him. Anyway, everyone here will be taken to Amaterasu Corporation at once.
What?
It wasn't effective at all.
He's so stubborn. This is why I hate authority.
What do we do?
Wait, I hear something.
Huh? What now?
Motorbike. Something is heading this way at an alarming speed.
Uh-oh.
It can't be.
Where is that coming from? No. What are you doing here?
Who are you?
You dare speak so carelessly? Who do you think I am?
I don't know, that's why I just asked.
Who defends peace and order, my lord. Director of the Amaterasu Peacekeepers.
Prepare for trouble. Make it
The
done.
Honorable Yomi Hellsmile.
The Peacekeeper's director?
So he is the head of the Peacekeepers.
Now you know, small fry. Bow down.
Yomi Hell Smile. Yo, me Hell Smile.
What are you doing here?
No need to be alarmed. Benevolent Director Yomi is here to help. Oh, excuse me for the late introduction. I am Vice Director of the Peacekeepers, Martina Electro.
Why are all their names so weird?
She's my beloved right hand. No one else gets to have her.
Oh god.
What's with him?
Right?
Master, be careful. This Yomi guy is dangerous.
Huh?
I've never seen anyone in such a dangerous aura before.
He's that bad?
So, what brings you here?
Oh, right. I was so focused on my beloved right hand that I completely forgot.
As mentioned earlier, Director Yomi is here to help. I hear you've been troubled by Seth's unreasonable treatment. Is that right?
Huh?
Director Yomi, what is going on here? Why am I...
We have discovered you've been receiving sizable kickbacks for facilitating donations meant for the church. It would be troublesome to lose access to all that money if the priest was arrested as the nailman.
Wait, please. Director Yomi, I did this under your orders.
Did you say something? Because I didn't hear a thing.
I only did this because you ordered me to.
Seth, you make me sad. I'm the hero and defender of peace in this city. My peacekeepers are proud soldiers of that mission. And yet, you let yourself be corrupted. How could you? Seth, for the sake of the peacekeepers and the peace of Kanai Ward.
Oh shit.
Taking advantage of your position as a peacekeeper executive is a serious crime. The punishment must be severe.
But...
Yeah, I'm annoyed my own underling would betray me like this. So annoyed, I'd go insane if I didn't toy around with my beloved right hand.
My god.
It's an honor.
He's terrible. Like a lizard cutting off its own tail to survive.
Someone like him is in charge of the peacekeepers?
Don't look him in the eyes. Don't talk to him either. If possible, don't even breathe the same air as him. Though it's probably too late for that.
Well then. To our shit-for-brains friends playing detective. Looks like I have to give you a warning. Know your place in my city and stay there. Follow the rules and don't disturb our peace. Or I'll need you to die!
In this city, Director Yomi is both the law and the peacekeepers itself. Defying us means you defy law and order. You will receive fitting treatment for such behavior.
Before, you were insignificant specks of dust. But now that you've banded together, you've become an eyesore. Detectives, my ass. Shit.
Wow. That's not very nice.
Let's go, my beloved right hand.
Yes, Director Yomi.
Looks like we've been targeted by someone dangerous.
Yeah, thanks to you. One wrong move and it would have been all over. You got that? I'm sorry, but... No buts. None. How did this happen anyway?
Oh, help me out. Please explain what
She's
happened.
gonna be like, I don't remember.
You said you acknowledged me as a detective, didn't you?
What? When did I say that?
Huh?
It's such a shame, Master. Everything that happens in the Mystery Labyrinth gets forgotten.
What? Now he's gotta gain their respect all over again.
Nothing inside the Mystery Labyrinth can be taken into the real world. Not even memories. Unless you have a contract with yours truly, that is.
But I thought Halara and I had finally reached an understanding.
Memories from up until you enter the Mystery Labyrinth are retained, like the debt you owe for your assignment.
That's awful. Say, Sula, are you listening? You better make sure this doesn't happen again.
By the way, Chief, our submarine office is tipping over. Are you sure the peacekeepers didn't mess with it?
What? Seriously? I have to go back and repair it. Yuma, help me out. Follow me.
Yuma, it was supposed to be time for your solution, but we've ended up in a mess.
Huh? Yeah.
Before they could be accused,
The true culprit suddenly died. It's my first time dealing with such a thing. Still, I do remember this. You did your absolute best to try and solve the case.
Oh, did we gain their respect then?
You should be proud.
Oh, Laura.
Look, the chief is calling for you. You should go.
Right. Thank you.
Oh.
Are you serious? A peacekeeper executive was taking bribes from the church?
If Director Yomi said so, it would be considered the truth, even if it isn't.
What about the priest being the nailman?
It's going to be publicly announced as the truth. It appears the priest's strong desire to save others turned him into the nailman. He saw people wishing for revenge as they hammered those nails in the forest and decided he needed to save them. That was the motive, though it could all be a story made up by the peacekeepers.
So what about the kitty cat criminal?
You mean the copycat?
That one was already publicized as well. They say the copycat did it out of admiration for the real nailman.
And in the end, he felt so much guilt that he poisoned himself? None of this really makes any sense.
It sure didn't look like death by poison to me.
It's me! I did it along with that detective kneeling in penitence over there.
It would make more sense to assume Yomi killed him somehow. Especially when you consider the timing. He'd do it without batting an eye.
Yomi Hellsmile, the director of the Peacekeepers, the leader of our enemy.
I heard he rode in on a dragon.
No, it was a motorcycle.
From what I've investigated, the Peacekeepers' influence is gaining ground at Amaterasu Corporation. There's some sort of power struggle going on. Seems like they're getting their way internally. I hear that their boss, Yomi, is extraordinarily dangerous.
Extraordinary. So he is very normal? How scary.
It's only a matter of time until the Peacekeepers gain complete control of the corporation. When that happens, they might outright attack the World Detective Organization.
Perhaps the WTO made its move because they saw the warning signs. If that's the case, it could have something to do with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret? We still know nothing about it, huh?
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the mailman incident. I wonder what it could be.
Sheesh, so much to deal with. This sounds exhausting.
Didn't I tell you that from the start?
We have to obey directives from number one, no matter how difficult they are.
Well, we got some very talented master detectives gathered here. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
So much. No, everything changes from now on. Yuma, you can take a seat now.
My legs feel numb.
Don't stick your neck out recklessly from now on, for everyone's sake. Got it?
Got it.
Yeah.
Hey, we worked super hard. I'm so stressed, I could die. Oh wait, but I can't die.
We have a visitor? That's rare. Yuma, you go get it?
Sure. Oh, it's you.
Hey, what's up?
My dad is back safe at home. It's all thanks to you. Thank you for helping us.
No problem.
No, I just... Well, I'm happy for you.
Aw, look at you getting thanked. You were on your knees just a moment ago.
Be quiet.
Oh, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
What's up?
What is it?
Did someone else die or something? Will you play catch with me?
Huh? Catch? But it's raining. Actually, sure. Let's play.
Aww.
The unending rain. My memories still seem like faraway raindrops. My hands still have yet to grasp a single thing.
A far-off dream.
I'm still lost.
It's like a faded memory.
Is it all right for me to be here?
A faded memory. It's like a far-off dream.
But with the worn baseball gripped in my hand, my heart somehow feels lighter. Why I wanted to be a detective. And it could have been for the sake of something so small that it fits in my hand. Maybe I should give myself credit for this small realization. So, for just a bit longer, I think I'll keep pretending to be a detective.
Chapter 1, The Nailman Killings. End. Alright. Oh. 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 Yeah. Nice. Sea bass. Not bad for forgetting all the controls. Yes, I would love to save current progress. Chapter 2. Perfect. Well, I guess that means it is time. And so, I say, thank you to anyone who tunes in. Hope you enjoyed. Good night. Slurp well. And if you have a problem with someone, just fucking talk to them. Don't, like, use an urban legend